I got him! 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 That's gonna be the fucking craziest intro ever. Alright guys, welcome back to Days of Darkness and welcome to my review of The People Under the Stairs. This one came out in 1991. It's starring Brandon Adams, AJ Langer, Everett McGill, and Wendy Robbie, and was directed by Wes Craven, the legend himself. Rest well, sir. Holy shit, dude. I hadn't seen this movie since like high school, and I gotta say, what a fucking bizarre, just weird, over the top, outrageous, amazingly fun movie. That's how I would describe this, dude. Wes Craven, man, he took a pretty, this hasn't been, the concept itself hadn't been done to the best of my knowledge, but like, you could definitely say, and it definitely lifts from some things, but the story overall, at least to me, is pretty unique. And he takes this concept and just cranks it up to fucking 11, dude. All of the, I guess you could call them tropes, if you want to call them that. All of the tropes in this movie just cranks it up. The evil fuckers are evil in this. Like, there is zero, and I mean zero, redeeming qualities about them. And on the flip side of that, the protagonists are actually, they're not just extremely layered. The motivation is there. The story is there. There's really not a whole lot you have to dive into. Pretty layered, especially the main kid, man. Fool, played by Brandon Adams. Just fucking, it's such a cool concept, and we'll get all into it in the spoiler section. But what we basically have here, I'm not really gonna delve too deep into it, spoiler free and whatnot. We basically have a home invasion movie in reverse, which is just such a cool idea. It's just so, I don't know, man. There's just something about this movie. I'm not gonna act. It's not gonna win any Academy Awards or anything like that. But what this movie has is charm. There is unlimited charm in this, and you get it from the performances. Again, Brandon Adams does really well. I think AJ Langer is incredible in this. We get Ving Rhames, who's he's Ving Rhames, very aggressive, very fun character actor. But to me, man, the two people that just steal the fucking show are the villains. Everett McGill, Wendy Robbie, who actually the characters themselves do not have names in this, which I was surprised. They never get called out by name. They're just man and woman, and they are despicable, evil, vile pieces of shit. There is zero redemption with these characters, which I like layered villains. We get a layered hero in this. I love layered villains. I think having a complex story with your villain is important. But every once in a while, man, I just like irredeemable evil for the sake of being evil, just fucking bastards. And that's what they are, dude. And their performances, and I say this in the most loving way possible, are outrageous. they are fucking incredible. This movie's just a boatload of fun, dude. If you haven't seen it, I 100% highly recommend you go out and see it before I spoil the shit out of it. It's on Peacock right now, so if you have that account, if you just subscribe to watch Halloween Kills and you're just, you're riding out your free trial. First of all, I would just encourage keeping it because Peacock's fucking cool. But, I'd say if you're gonna ride out your free trial, check this one out, man. It's really fun. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and let's spoil the shit out of this motherfucker. Onto the spoiler section. Alright, spoiler time. Your ass has been warned. Now, let's just hop right into it here, people. Mama. Anyways, so we get introduced to Fool, and he lives in a very poverty-stricken, rundown part of town. And the reason why this place is so poverty-stricken is because of the piece of shit landlords, which we will get into later on. But this is the position he finds himself in as a young man, about to be a young man. I think he said it's about to be his 13th birthday in the movie. So he's still a kid, no doubt about it. He's a kid. But his mother has been stricken with pretty fucking bad cancer. What's really sad about it is that it's, from what Ving Rhames' character says, his Fool's uncle, from what he says, is that it's easily operable. It's just they don't have the fucking money because they're broke. Everyone in that town is broke besides the landlords. But yeah, man. So he's just not in a good spot. You know, he wants to help out his mom. He wants to help out his family. So his uncle proposes to him. Hey, man. Well, he doesn't propose. He's basically saying, if you don't do this, you're letting your whole fucking family down. It's like, Jesus Christ. Ving Rhames' character, will hop around a little bit. I wasn't sure, like, how to take him. Because he's not a good guy, per se. But, I mean, the reason he is, I'll just tell you right now, they plan on breaking into the landlord's house and stealing their gold coin collection, which is worth a lot of money, you know, being gold. So that's the plan. And his reasoning, I mean, Fool's reasoning is obvious. He wants to get the money to help his mom and help his family. That's fine. I think that's a complex, cool idea to have such a young kid, you know, and it's unfortunate, man. It plays on a lot of real world shit, you know, when you live in a place like that, and it's out of your control, you're born into it. It's not uncommon for people to resort to crime, it's sad, man. It really, really is. And usually, much like in this movie, it's caused by greedy fucking pieces of shit. Anyways, I just realized my charger was in that shot for like a lot of this. Fuck. Anyways, so there's just gonna be a white bar at the bottom for like a good amount. Anyways, so his motivation is clear, but with Ving Rhames, I forget it. We'll just call him Uncle. It's Ving Rhames. With his character, I'm not really sure how to feel because, you know, it's clear he's motivating Fool to do this for the right reasons, but is he doing it for the right reasons? And if I have one critique, it kind of felt like they were setting him up for some sort of redemption angle, but they never really went that route with him because he's constantly either trying to help Fool or like there's a moment where they're running around the house and he's hiding in a spot and he shoves Fool out. He's like, find your own. He shuts the door on him. I'm like, holy shit, dude, this kid could die. Like, so it's like, I wasn't sure if he was a good guy or a bad guy, babyface or heel, brother. I didn't know. So that was a little confusing. I have a critique with that, it'd probably be that. With this movie, I mean, it'd probably be that. Just because I'm like, I don't know. Still a very entertaining performance, though. But anyways, so yes, they end up going through with this plan. Meanwhile, we meet the landlords who are just unabashed pieces of shit, dude. Oh my god. Very religious fanatics, which if you're religious, that doesn't inherently make you an asshole. But they take it a step farther because they are like every like opposing person that they meet, it's just may they burn in hell. And they encroach that a lot. Encroach, I think they use that word right. Whatever. They force their views a lot on their daughter, who isn't even really their daughter. We'll get to that. But yeah, man, and that's like the tip of the iceberg with these people. I've known plenty of people who take it a little over the top, you know, but these guys, it's fucking crazy. But they are at least the dad. It's pretty much confirmed. The dad is a full-on cannibal. He has a fetish where he likes to kill people in a gimp suit. Wes Craven. Uh, likes to dress up in a gimp suit and kill people who break into his house or just, see too much, as Alice states later on in the movie. And yeah, man, he's a cannibal. It's pretty clear. He cuts up Ving Rhames later in the movie and feeds them to the people under the stairs, and we'll get to them here in a second. And he's just casually just chomping away. I'm like, holy fuck. It's crazy, man. He's fucking wild. I also love Everett McGill's performance of this character. Just whenever he, as you saw me perform in the intro, whenever he celebrates a kill or he's like encouraging his dog Prince to kill, he's not like yelling. He's almost like singing. Like he'll sick the dog on somebody, and he'll just be like, "Kill him! Kill him!" Like I'm like, what the fuck? He's just, again, man, over the fucking top. Wendy Robbie's character, just as fucking crazy. Love her work in this, man. Just again, just an unbridled, just piece of shit human being. There's I'm loosely quoting this, but it's like, if I ever see another cookie or cop again, I'll be sick, or something like that. And then, brother/husband, again, we'll get into it, comes in, he's like, may they burn in hell. Like, they're just awful people. They're fucking racists. They are cannibals. They are fucking incestuous. Like, literally every single bad fucking thing you could make somebody, they are. Like, it's like, oh my god. Again, the actors do a wonderful job in this. I think they're incredible. They're honestly, besides Fool, because I really, really like Brandon Adams' performance, they're easily one of my favorite parts of this movie. They're just so fucking outrageous. But yeah, man, easily the evilest thing they do, which I think that's a word, is they keep kids under the stairs. Now, with this movie, I love the way they did this. You would think like, oh, the people under the stairs. And you'd think the people under the stairs are the villains. And, they're all gross looking and hideous. Obviously, they're light deprived. They're pretty food deprived. I love the design of some of them. They are just terrifying looking. Like, if you're a little kid and you get thrown into this basement, they're all these like tongueless, light deprived, long, mangy haired dudes just coming up to you. Food. Oh my god, dude. I'd be traumatized for life. Easily. This poor fucking fool, man. I didn't even mean that to call him a fool. It's his name. This poor fool, dude. He's gonna be fucking traumatized for life. Even though they end up being good guys at the end. But I love the way that they portray them, or Wes Craven portrays them as villainous at first. But then he eventually, they go babyface, and it's all well and good. But yeah, man, love the people under the stairs. Love this concept. They kidnap, again, playing into the religious-esque themes of a father wanting a perfect son, and with this guy, again, taking it over the top. If they talk back, which all of them did, or just talk out of line or whatever, they get their I almost said the C word. Tongues cut out. They get their tongues cut out, and which is why they can't speak. And yeah, dude, he's just looking for like a perfect son, so they kidnap kids, and if they don't like them, they lock them in the fucking basement and call it a day. And they starve them and feed them people. So it's like, again, no redeeming qualities with these people at all. They are just evil. So I love Roach too. Roach, who lives in the walls. He actually managed to escape the cellar, which is weird because why wouldn't he show the other guys the way, how to get out, so they can all just do what they do at the end of this movie? But hey, whatever. But yeah, man, Roach is cool. He's a little less fucked up looking than the other guys just because he's able to get some sort of light and some sort of actual food because Alice feeds him through the wall. And poor Alice, man, these people fucking abuse the shit out of her in this movie. Most notably, the one that really sticks with me, I remember the first time I ever saw this movie, I was a little kid. I was like, this was like before I really even heavy got into horror. That's how far back I go with this movie. And I remember watching this movie with my brothers and my sister, and even then I really liked it. I was way more scared than I get now, but yeah, I was like a little kid. But it always stuck out to me the way the mom makes her wipe up Ving Rhames' blood. And then, you know, when she's done... Wait, no, it wasn't... Yeah, it was Ving Rhames, because he gets shot and then tumbles down the stairs. But just throws her in the fucking puddle of blood. And then, you know, she's like, you got blood all over your nice, clean dress that I worked so hard to clean for you, and yada, yada, yada. And then shoves her in a bathtub with, like, steaming hot water. I'm not talking, like, warm, relaxing. No, like, it hurts. And props to AJ Langer, because she sells it like a motherfucker, man. Like, it hurts to watch. And there's some brutal shit in this movie at certain points. But that scene, just for some reason, I'm like, oof. You know, and they're just all around very vicious and mean towards her. And it's caused her to be very sheltered and she's never been outside, like, ever, that she can remember. And yeah, dude, it shows, man. She's fucked up. But, you know, she is a baby face. She helps. I'm using wrestling terms too much. She is a good guy. You know, helps out Fool in the movie and stuff. And I love Fool in this too. Again, one of my favorite parts of the movie, along with, you know, I mean, this whole movie's fucking great, to be honest. But yeah, dude, I love the idea of it being a little kid. It's not like a grown man or even like a teenager. This is a child. Like, and he's having to deal with all this shit. Again, traumatized for life, you gotta bet. But yeah, dude. So, and he's like, he's doing very little kid-esque things. Like, Ving Rhames, like, calls him a chicken shit at one point, you know, when they're just robbing the house, and he wants to go in the basement, but he's scared, and so he goes to turn around, and he reminds himself, he's like, what are you, a chicken shit? And he, like, rolls his eyes and just goes in there anyways. Really, really fun stuff. And he ends up finding their partner. I forget his name. Snake or something? Whatever. Dude gets, like, literally scared to death by the people under the stairs. Which I thought was a little bit of a reach, that this grown man would get scared to death, but not this little kid. But, fuck it. You know, whatever. Maybe he is one of the faint of heart, you know, you never know. But yeah, dude, I'm jumping all over the place, but this movie is just fucking... it's just hilarious. I forgot to talk about Prince, the dog. You know, if anyone knows me, you know I am a dog lover. I fucking adore dogs. I like cats too. I'm allergic to cats, unfortunately, so I can't have one. But I love dogs, man. I've grown up with a dog. I love dogs. No doubt about it. So it's a little difficult to swallow to just, like, see a beautiful, beautiful Rottweiler. And he's a very handsome boy. He's a very evil boy, though. Which sucks, because, again, no redeemable qualities with these characters. The whole reason he's like that is because they made him like that. Anyways, I like dogs, sorry. But yeah, man, fucking great performance by this dog. I didn't get the actual dog's name, but, like, they they get some good shit out of this dog, man. Like I think there's a scene where like the dog has to like play dead and pass out, and he does a good job. He gets like electrocuted, and he's just like, ooh, and I'm like, whoa, you know. And again, like at this point in time, you're really not allowed to like actually hurt animals while you're working with them. So this dude just had to do all this shit. Great dog performance. I always still maintain that The Thing probably has the best animal performance in a movie I've ever seen. But this dog's up there, dude. Prince does a very, very, very good job. And he's a very good boy, too. But anyways, so love Prince. I love... I almost forgot to mention this when the partner... again, they cut up bodies and feed them to the people under the stairs, and they give the scraps, like the hand and the very bony parts, to the dog. And we see that when she throws this robber's hand to to Prince. He's eating it. It looks fucking gross too. It's disgusting looking. But he's munching on it. Then at one point, he's running after Fool, trying to eat him, and Fool goes, "What are they feeding you?" As he's holding them back, he's like, "What the hell are they feeding you?" He coughs up the fucking ring. You're like, "Oh my god!" I guess he finished it, but fucking gross shit. But it's all in good fun, right? But yeah, man. So we eventually get to the point where Roach, Alice, and Fool all team up. We get some GIMP action, not in the way you're thinking, not that kind of movie. But we get some GIMP action from the male landlord who is, again, kill him! And yeah, that shit. He's like singing opera music and stuff. But yeah, he's pursuing them. Fool actually manages to escape. Roach, unfortunately, does die here, but not before giving Fool 2 gold coins. And Fool escapes with those. He tries to get out with Alice, but Alice is like, "I'm too scared." So Fool gets out. Alice does not. And he gives why am I like not able to talk? He gives the gold coins to his family, and they end up taking him, and the old man, I think it's his grandpa, he even says, he's like, "If this was any other house that you took this from, I would have tanned your hide and told you to bring it right back." So even he knows these people are pieces of shit. And then it's revealed that they are actually brother and sister, and they just steal kids. And Fool's whole world is rocked because he thought they were husband and wife, and they still probably are doing it. Because it's like there's no one else around, and they just seem like the type of weirdos to do that. So yeah, man, and they end up taking the coins. All well and good. Mama's surgery is paid for. They're gonna be just fine. But in a very, very good character moment, Fool decides to go back for Alice. Six the cops on him, and then again we get that very kiss ass performance from Wendy Robbie here, kissing ass to the cops, and is like and at the end she's like, again, if I never what the fuck, if I ever see another cop or cookie again, I'll something. Just a really, really fun scene of them like kissing ass, and they completely lie about how their daughter died and all this shit, and it's like, oh my god, again, no redeemable qualities. So we end up getting we end up getting Fool, who goes back to the house, and what a fucking fun finale. He once again finds himself in the basement after a little bit more action with the male landlord, and again he kind of is hesitant to deal or partner up with the people under the stairs, but he at least knows now, at least from Roach, that okay, maybe these guys aren't that bad, and they end up helping him, and they lead him to the big gold stash. And I love the scene of the Gimp. I'll just call him the Gimp, whatever. The Gimp, bring in the Gimp. Anyways, props to anyone who knows what that's from. But the Gimp walks in, and he hears the coins falling, and it's like, it's a really bad impression of coins falling, but you know what I mean. And he's like, oh, I know what you're doing. You're counting the money, aren't you? Letting it fall out of your fingers. It's like, what the fuck? I've done it myself a couple times, not gonna lie, or some shit. And he ends up turning the corner, and Fool has stuck these coins in a candle, and ends up distracting him long enough for him to basically wire the place to explode. The place is already set to explode, but Fool ends up, getting some wires together. I'll just say it like that because I don't know. But he has it, and he goes... I forget what he says exactly, but the dialogue from him is wonderful, especially coming out of this little kid. He's like, I don't want to kill you, but I just might because I don't like you much anyways, or something like that. And, he's like, I'm done fucking around. And so, Gimp thinks about it for a second, ends up trying to shoot him, gets blown away. We'll talk about that here later on. But, gets blown away, and all the people under the stairs are able to escape. I didn't even talk about the mom's death. Holy shit. Just all the people under the stairs busting out of the fucking wall. She ends up getting confronted before by all the people in the neighborhood who are not too happy with her. Or the man as well, to be honest. But anyways, so all the people, I love the visual of the people under the stairs just busting out of the walls and just fucking her up, and then she gets that stab to the gut, and then, Gimp ends up finding her in in her very dead state. She has gotten her, I think she got bitten on the throat, it looked like. Either that or someone cut her throat or something, but she is dead. Very, very cool stuff there, and I love the, get a visual of them literally, just busting out of the stairs. It's just so fucking cool, dude. This movie's nuts, but it's my kind of nuts. I fucking love it. I really, really like this one. But anyways, moving on. So yeah, man, Gimp gets blown away. The money literally is falling down on all the not too fortunate people, and the neighborhood's gonna get better now. The people from under the stairs are no longer under the stairs. They're out in the open, and it's just like, I kind of wonder, it's like, what the fuck are they gonna do now? Like, I mean, I hate saying this, but they look the way they look, and yada, 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 but, whatever, I guess. So they're, like, kind of looking around, like, what the fuck? And yeah, man, Fool has made the entire town fucking rich, which is a pretty cool way to cap off the movie. Man, I fucking really, really dig this one, dude. This is a fucking blast. If you haven't seen it, I know I just spoiled the shit out of it for you, but for the love of God, it needs to be seen to be believed, because this movie is batshit insane. One of my favorite Wes Craven's... Craven? Come on now. Wes Craven films, one of my favorites. And yeah, dude, so that'll do it for the review portion of the video, but you know what we gotta do now, baby. We gotta get into the blood, the guts, and the gory bits. We gotta get into my kill of the film. Stick around. When you hear a title like The People Under the Stairs, and you have Wes Craven tied to it, you would think it's a super just splatterfest. Not really. That being said, don't get me wrong, this is not a tame horror movie by any means. We get a lot of brutal imagery. The kills themselves are not graphic, really, but the aftermath shots and just you know, them tossing the hand to Prince, and him just chewing it up. It looks fucking gross. You know, we get Ving Rhames' character who has been strung up and is just, his guts are getting pulled out by, which is probably the most graphic thing in the movie. Getting pulled out by the male landlord and getting, you know, feeding him to the people under the stairs. Lots of shit like that. Lots of brutal aftermath stuff, which is just disgusting. But the kills themselves are not over the top, really, which was, honestly, I didn't mind it because the rest of this movie is so fucking insane that I feel like just over, like, heads exploding and shit would be like, okay. Like, it would have been fucking fine. I wouldn't have minded by any means, being the Gorehound I am, but I didn't mind him. Love the explosion that kills the male landlord, or the Gimp, or whatever you want to call him. Real brutal stuff, just getting blown away by a bunch of coins and money. Not very graphic, but he does land in the gross, like, cellar that's filled with water and probably a lot of gross blood, pee, and fucking whatever else. Just gross shit. Him landing in that and then succumbing to the explosion and dying. But getting to see that was pretty fun, especially the visual of all those coins and shit just flying out. Really cool stuff. Poor Prince does unfortunately meet his demise in this. Yes, I know he is he's not a cannibal because he's not eating his own species, but he's eating people. The human-eating dog, yes, I know, but he still is a very good boy. He does meet his demise, unfortunately. A great scene where he's fighting with Fool in the walls, and the male landlord gets his musket and, like, starts stabbing in the wall, and Fool, very smart kid, holds Prince up, and Prince just gets stabbed right in the fucking side. I'm like, but he did have to go because he was going to eat our protagonist. So, yes, he does die, and we get, you know, again, we get that amazing, like, I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him. Fucking love this movie. But, you know, and they bust open the wall, and Prince just falls out fucking dead. And I love the line delivery from Everett McGill, just, oh shit. Like, really, really cool stuff. But to me, man, kill of the film, no doubt, has to go to Wendy Robbie's character. Again, just the slow, drawn-out death. Having the people under the stairs bust out of the stairs and out of the walls. Just crazy, crazy shit. And one of them takes a bite out of her arm. She gets stabbed in the side by Alice. And then eventually, we don't see this happen, but she does get her throat bitten or cut or something. She just tumbles down the stairs. Really, really cool, effective, long death for this person who very much so deserved it. But anyways, so, guys, that'll do it for The People Under the Stairs. I adore this movie. 100%, absolutely go check this one out. Rent it on fucking YouTube. Watch it on Peacock. Do the very throwback thing, which I hate saying, but go buy it on fucking DVD or Blu-ray, which I am very prone to doing still. Physical media shall not die, damn it. I'm not ready to let it go. Moving on. Next time on Days of Darkness, it is time for the major fucking announcement. This is a very personal video. Not gonna lie, this is easily the most personal I've ever gotten on the channel with you guys. It's gonna be a long one. It's about an hour long. But it's encapsulating the journey up until this point. And what the future holds for Days of Darkness. And I just think you guys are going to really dig it. So Halloween Day, before all the trick-or-treaters come out asking for fucking candy and all that awesome shit, kick back for an hour and go on a pretty emotional roller coaster with me. And I think you guys are going to really dig it. And also, we have a major fucking announcement right now. That's right, baby. I'm about to announce the next series review. I know you guys really dig the long stretches of different, movies in the same timeline or fucking whatever. Movie franchises. You gotta love them. And for this next one, I feel like everyone was expecting me, okay, he did Jason, he did Freddy, now we're gonna get to Leatherface, or we're gonna get to Chucky, or something like that. And I was thinking about that, but I wanted to swerve you a little bit, and we are actually going to doing a little bit of a hybrid. What I mean by that is we are going to be looking at both the Alien and Predator franchises. Obviously, they have a couple of meetups in their respective franchises, so I thought it was only appropriate to just go ahead and knock them all out at once. There's a lot of these movies, so it's probably going to take me a while, and I like to break it up and review movies in between. So yeah, man, it's going to be fucking fun, and I can't wait. Without further ado, as always, take care of each other and keep watching horror. All right, guys, have a good day.